My first teaching job, I was working for a company teaching business English, so it was quite daunting because it was lots of executive types who were lots older than me, and it was slightly intimidating, but that's kind of where I first learned how to fake it till you make it. The great thing about that, there was never any more than 4 people in my class, so it was, in terms of management and so on, it was pretty good.
My first teaching job was a mix of things, just being thrown in at the deep end in some ways, but I had a good mix of students, and the culture was a whole new culture living abroad, and it was rewarding in a way, looking back to how much stuff I learned, not just teaching but just for myself, just being able to go to a new country, travel, and meet a lot of new people.
My first teaching job was a bit chaotic, but fun. I was working in South Wales for a summer school for Spanish, Italian, French teenagers, and they were causing lots of chaos all around Swansea, but it was really good fun and I really enjoyed it.
It was a summer school, so teaching lots of teenagers, they're here for 2 weeks to learn English and do sport and excursions and things like that. So it was really nice. It was kind of a baptism of fire, because as I was teaching them, I was kind of teaching myself and learning my trade, as you can say. And yeah, it was a good experience actually. And then I went on to teach adults and do other bits and pieces as well.
It was quite informal actually. It was in Ecuador. It was just doing a bit of one-to-one, and then I went on to Bolivia to do some work in an orphanage, teaching people there. That was great.
My first teaching job was really difficult because they wanted to do phonetics and I didn't really know what phonetics was. But I studied it and I learned, and little by little I got the grips of it, and it became great. And in fact, I really enjoy doing phonetics now in class.
Not good. I had a group of children on a Saturday morning, and I suppose the biggest problem was that I didn't have any resources. It was just me and the children, and I had to scramble then to get some resources for the following week.
I started teaching in South London many moons ago. My first ever class on my own was a Year 8 class, and my memory of that class is most of them were taller than me, which 5'7¼ isn't exactly difficult, and it really was. I had a head teacher sort of encouraging me, oh, you'll be fine, etc, etc. I walked in and had to give back homework to people who didn't do especially well, looking up at them, and that's a memory that's stuck with me for a long time.